What is good, YouTube? What is good? What is good? Don't mind the handwriting. My son was trying to draw the Naruto symbol. Um, but I did the West and East, obviously. I had a little mix-up last minute. Instead of the Mavericks, I had the Grizzlies, and I stayed with the Heat. So that's the only mix-up I had, or that's the only switch I had. I had the Mavericks, but looking back at it, it's like without Kyrie, they don't really have a point guard per se. So I think that's what probably will do with them at the end. But I had to go with the Grizzlies because I think the Grizzlies can actually match up against the OKC. And I have the OKC. No, I had the Grizzlies actually going to six. No, going to 7 games actually. But they will lose. So that means that oh my god. Hold on. This thing okay, there we go. My bad. So I had the OKC winning that series. The Nuggets, I had them going also 7 games, but there were also events. Okay. Um, I had the Timberwolves in 6. I think the Lakers hype is being too real. Um, and I know LeBron James' record in first round playoffs. I think he only suffered one exit loss in the first round. But other than that, where's their defense going to come from? You gave up all that. You didn't really give up too much, but you gave up AD, who was still a very big part of your, scheme, and you gave him up for a guy who can only produce for you on the offensive end. Now, when you had AD, not only he can defend, but he can also put points up, and that's something that you have lacked. So, knowing that Minnesota can just go big and just dominate you, you got Randall, you got Gobert, you know what I'm saying? You got Ant, so I got the Timberwolves in 6. Moving ahead, I got Golden. No, I'm just playing. I got the Rockets and gentlemen sweep. I got the Rockets in 5. I think Golden State might probably shock them game 1. They they they're gonna take game 1, and then after that, the Rockets are just gonna steamroll them. I think the Rockets are much younger. They have better depth. I think the Warriors rely too much on Curry and you know, can Jimmy Butler sustain this 38-point game, and can Draymond Green somehow contribute without getting in any foul trouble or ejection? So, um, so I got the Rockets, and the one that I cross off, those are the ones that's advancing. Going to the East, I got the Cavs in the sweep. I don't think the Heat is going to stand a chance. I don't think they're going to even get a game, let alone. This is going to be an easy sweep for them. Bucks and Pacers, I think if Dame comes, there's speculations that Dame might come back. Because I know he was not out for the season. A lot of people say, oh, he was done. He needs surgery, this and that, and the third. Now he might probably miss the first 2 games of this series, but I think he might probably come back like game. Let me see. This is game 6, so he might probably come back like game 3, but obviously it's going to be a little bit too late. And I think the Pacers actually match up well against the Bucks. I think they both match up well against each other. But knowing that's Giannis, and obviously nobody can stop Giannis, I'm going with the Bucks in 6. Um, Going to my next. Oh boy. This was a hard one. This was a hard one, but this is going to be an upset. I don't really have too much upsets on these and on these playoffs. Usually I have an upset on NFL you know playoffs, but I rarely have any upsets on the NBA playoffs. So I have the Pistons in 6. I think the Knicks, with their lack of ability to get over the hump, I think that'll probably be their downfall because you see time and time again that they cannot beat teams that they should beat, or they can't beat. Like if this was the Suns or the Nets, or somebody like that, then yeah, I would probably pick them. But the Pistons have a winning record. They're much younger, and I think a lot of people are giving the Pistons the short end of the stick. So the Knicks will win their next, because obviously the higher seed will always get home court advantage than the lower seed, right? So the Knicks will probably, well, not probably, but the Knicks will win their first 2 games at home, and then the Pistons will just turn it on and they will just get obliterated. So I got the Pistons moving on. I know it sucks as a Knicks fan, but we just, as long as we, until we can get that monkey off our back, like I don't get it, because like against the Bucks, the against the Bucks, the Pistons, the Pacers, Celtics, like we should be close to these guys. We played tooth and nail against the Boston Celtics. We lost 117 and 119. So there can be hope that we can, beat the best of them, we can somewhat, be competitive against the best of them. But other than that, I don't see that, because Cat just got there, what I'm saying? So maybe, a year, maybe another year underneath his belt, he'll probably be more comfortable with this offense. But for right now, I don't see it. And then obviously the Boston Celtics, I think the Magic can still game 1. And after that, Boston is probably going to steamroll them from there. So I got OKC, Nuggets, Wolves, Rockets, Cavs, Bucks, Pistons, and Boston. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.